We are Group A, and we will be analyzing Patagonia.
We're part of nature, and as we destroy nature, we destroy ourselves. It's a selfish thing to want to protect nature.
As you can see, Group A also enjoys being part of the nature. Our analysis will be based on Terry Hill's framework, and we will be covering the following points. We will start with an introduction in the culture and values of Patagonia, followed by the marketing strategy. Then we will look into the order winners, qualifiers, and losers, followed by competitive capabilities, then the operational strategy, and we will conclude the presentation with the alignment.
So what about the industry and competitors? We have seen that in terms of price of quality, the competitors in the outdoor apparel industry is very wide. The main competitors and the main are for Patagonia are brands like the North Face or Marmot or Canada Goose or Arc'teryx, and other brands as well as Columbia or LL Bean or Carhartt. The outdoor apparel industry expects to have a 5% market growth in 2020. It's a very highly fragmented market, and 30% of the market growth is coming from the Asia Pacific region. Globally, the outdoor apparel market values in $34 billion. Even that financials are important for a company like Patagonia, Patagonia is unique among its peers because it enjoys high brand equity, but encourages people not to buy its clothing despite remaining a for-profit organization. They are looking for being environmentally sustainable for the next 100 years. Even that profits are necessary, they are not necessarily the end goal of the company. We have seen that from 2017 to 2021, profits have grown massively from $39 billion to $50 billion.
For the environmental philosophy at Patagonia. The company's environmental action began with the company itself in the 1970s as Yvon Chouinard, the founder of Patagonia, tried to prevent physical damage to the rock walls of the Yosemite. If we see how this action comes into place, they are running 100% of electricity in the US obtained from renewable resources. They're actually capturing all the heating, ventilation, air conditioning, condensation at one of their facilities in California, which they then reuse to water all the plants on site. They're using 94% of line that with recycled materials. They have 85% of fair trade certifications of their products and 100% usage of organic cotton. If we're moving forward, when we take a look at the Patagonia marketing strategy, we would like to highlight two parts. Marketing campaigns on sustainability. A very famous marketing campaign Patagonia did in 2011 before Thanksgiving was their Don't Buy This Jacket campaign. They were promoting secondhand Patagonia products instead of purchasing new ones by saying don't buy this jacket on their ads. Campaigns like this are part of Patagonia's success that lead to higher sales as Patagonia is credible in marketing their sustainable vision while backing their story up with actual activism work. And the second part is activism as marketing. As mentioned before, Patagonia says that they are taxing themselves with the 1% for the planet pledge. According to them, companies who take non-renewable resources from the world should pay a cost associated to taking those resources. For them, this is an obvious cost, and the founder sees this as marketing costs. Investments such as the investment into the Beyond Surface technology in 2015 that is focusing on creating textiles from natural raw materials instead of hazardous chemicals portray their actions. To sum up, there's a clear emphasis on storytelling and spotlighting the environmental causes instead of pushing the Patagonia brand. Due to their credibility and unique ways of activism, Patagonia acquires new customers differently than other companies. Creating customer intimacy. A part we would like to specifically highlight is the customer intimacy. Patagonia has managed to create high customer intimacy through connecting with environmentally conscious consumers. Through their stories and ads focusing on environmental topics and causes, they start their connection with the consumer. Through marketing campaigns like Don't Buy This Jacket, they make their consumers think about consumerism, and specifically through their initiative Worn Wear, they are creating a unique pro-Patagonia club for qualified outdoor professionals. So there are many touch points for Patagonia to create customer intimacy.
Other winners, other qualifiers and other losers, we identified quality, image, and innovation as other winners. On quality, Patagonia produces the best product that lasts very long and uses materials that don't harm the environment. On image, Patagonia has already been called Patagucci due to their high superior image. It is being associated with luxurious brands. On innovation, they innovate from the manufacturing, from the marketing, and also promoting circular fashion. On other qualifiers, we identified trust and availability as main qualifiers. On trust, they deliver what they are promising in terms of quality, sustainability, and on availability, their presence worldwide. And for other losers, we identified high price and dependability on suppliers, as many other clothes manufacturers. Competitive capability, we have identified image. They have accomplished to establish an image of innovation, sustainability, quality, and durability.
For Patagonia's culture, the CHRO, their human resource officer, really focuses on cultural add versus cultural fit. They want to add people to their team that add value, not just that fit the team. They're famous for their Let My People Go Surfing policy, where the founder really focused on ensuring that people could go and do outdoor activities whenever the weather was nice, and also focus on their family whenever that was needed. As a result, they've had really low turnover, about 4% per year. Their benefits reflect their values. So they are all about saving the earth, and they do that within their organization as well. They allow employees to volunteer within an environmental organization. Anytime that an employee has been with the company within 1 year, they're able to take off 2 months to go do this. They also support families through on-site childcare at 3 of their sites. Overall, Patagonia has acknowledged that they also are part of the problem as they are selling clothes, but they are doing their best through offering lifetime guarantees to encourage customers to repair all items rather than replace them. As far as their operational strategy, Mariana talked about quality, and quality is an emphasis for them, and they want to make this objective and measurable. And they're able to do this through a quality product scorecard. So this is what their scorecard looks like, and it asks these 10 questions before a product is launched. Another part of their transformation process is sustainable innovation to reduce ecological footprint through material development. So they've got a material development team that looks into material innovation, product responsibility, material development, and material performance. And they also focus on the circular economy. So ensuring that everything that is bought comes back through their reuse and recycle program that they have instituted to have a positive impact on the environment.
Looking now at the infrastructure elements of their operational strategy, Patagonia is known for having a very flat structure where the CEO and chairman can speak to any individual employee and vice versa. Products are sold wholesale to dealers through its own 70 retail stores, through mail order, and through the internet worldwide. This diversity of distribution has been a tremendous advantage for Patagonia, since if one area is performing poorly, risk is minimized. Patagonia is a global company with a global footprint, yet in comparison to the footprint of their full supply chain, emissions associated with Patagonia's owned and operated facilities are much lower. In order to adhere to their mission statement and to maintain the trust with consumers, Patagonia chooses its supply chain collaborators carefully, placing great emphasis on ethical labor practices and environmental impact. In terms of materials, Patagonia's environmental commitments include sustainably grazed wool, 100% organic cotton, 100% traceable down, environmental audits of factories, and waste management technology. Bringing this all together in terms of alignment, the basis of Patagonia's success is learning and growth and their people. Their urge to create a lifelong relationship with their employees and apply their ways of working and vision. Patagonia is fully committed to employee and family benefits, as mentioned before, maintaining the original Let My People Go surfing culture that we spoke about, and also looking at culture add, like we spoke about, instead of culture fit. In terms of internal processes, Patagonia look at operational excellence, customer intimacy, product superiority, and environmental dedication. In terms of operational excellence, they are ready to accept higher activity costs. Patagonia's high sustainability standards lead to these costs, and in terms of the materials they source, and also in terms of educating the public on the footprint of these materials. They also spend time and money educating their supply chain on environmentally friendly practices. So through customer intimacy, they try to develop more sustainable value propositions. Patagonia makes customers feel like they are contributing to protecting the environment by extending its value proposition beyond the functional value proposition of high quality clothing and equipment. By buying Patagonia products, customers feel they're contributing to the highest environmental standards. Patagonia even launched a second-hand clothing value proposition to limit its environmental footprint and make its products more accessible. In terms of environmental education and product superiority, Patagonia tries to align its activities to environmental objectives, as spoken before. It makes durability a strong requirement in its design and manufacturing of its outdoor products, and also to reduce waste and consumption in line with its environment, to reduce its environmental impact. They also maximize the use of organic and recycled materials and also repair damaged clothes and comply with strong environmental protection standards for its entire supply chain. Putting all this together in terms of the customer, Patagonia is creating long-lasting products and thereby growing their community, while the environmental focus with their activism actions plays a major role for their customer base. All of these together drive financial results, which include improved profitability through applying premium pricing, because of their customers accept that environmentally friendly production comes at a cost. They grow sustainable revenue, a very tricky goal for Patagonia, as they don't want to promote fast fashion or growing consumerism, but they rather focus on purchasing less with a higher price and long-lasting quality. Additionally, the circular fashion in which they hope to sell their products helps with their sustainable goals. Finally, they look to target increased market share. As we have seen earlier, different activism campaigns like suing the president of the US or creating ads that say, "Don't buy this jacket," are extraordinary examples of how Patagonia stands out. And it increases its sales as a result of these activities. Now, after learning about the deeper operational strategy of Patagonia and probably wearing their clothes, what do you think are their future challenges?
Group A would like to thank you for your attention.